Hey guys, it's Brett. I'm here with a quick candle review from Bath & Body Works White Barn. It's Sprinkled Birthday Cake. So this candle's been out for, I think, a month and a half or so. But I just got it a few weeks back when I did a Bath & Body Works haul. So I figured I'd do a quick review. I haven't reviewed Bath & Body Works candle for a while. Plus I wanted to review this because my favorite Homeworks candle is Birthday Cake. One of my favorites. This is in my top 3 or 5 or so, probably my top 3. So I kind of wanted to burn this and compare it to that one since I love that one so much. So the notes for this Sprinkled Birthday Cake are rainbow sprinkles, vanilla frosting, and fluffy cake. I like how they put the notes on the front there now on these White Barns. They got them right there on the front. This comes in very handy, especially when you're doing reviews. You can just read the notes right there on the front, because sometimes I would have to I'd forget to write the notes down, and then I'd already be burning the candle, and I would have to try to lift it up while it's burning to get the scent notes off there so I could read them, or try to look up the scent notes online. It was a big process. But now that they're right there, it's right there for me to read, so much easier. So this candle here is like a birthday cake. It's like a birthday cake. I mean, you get the cake note is in there, the frosty notes in there. Rainbow sprinkles, I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of sugary, but I mean, mostly it's just the frosting, the cake bakery note is what is in there. It's not like, it's kind of just an okay cake scent though. I wasn't overwhelmed with it. It's nice, but I wasn't like in love with it though. It just was kind of a nice cake frosting scent, if that makes sense. Just an okay one. I feel like Homeworks to me is just better though, because I feel like something about the Homeworks birthday cake, the cake note was so much more authentic than this one is. This is almost like a generic cake. Like Homeworks is more like from scratch birthday cake, like if you made it from scratch, and this is like an off-brand box cake birthday cake or something. That's only thing I could think of to compare it. This is like a generic off-brand cake box cake birthday cake, and the Homeworks is like a homemade from scratch birthday cake. It's just so good. Or even like a top quality name brand box cake, and this is like the generic off-brand or something. I don't know. It's just not quite as good. Something about that Homeworks one, the cake note was so much better and vibrant and fluffy, and the frosting note was so much more just more decadent and more rich and more just so much better. I feel I love that one. This one was okay, but just it didn't hold a candle, no pun intended, to the Homeworks one for me. In the scent wise, it just it just was nowhere near as well. So next up we'll talk about the burn real quick here. So here's an overhead view of the burn. As you can see, the flames they're okay right now. They're not super strong, but they're not puny. They're decent right now. You can see the wax is getting fairly murky. It's like kind of a dingy, dark, yellowish, pissy kind of color, actually. Yeah, kind of murky and just not that great looking. The flames were nice and strong until about the halfway point, and then they did get quite a bit puny, and I did have to cotton ball it a few times. Right now, I don't think I have to cotton ball it at this point, even though I would maybe consider it to get those flames just a little bit stronger, because the throw is really light right now, which I'll talk about in just a second here. But yeah, it got the famous halfway point murky wax, puny wicks that Bath & Body Works normally gets. That's what this one had. I haven't had a candle from Bath & Body Works for quite a while that hasn't had that. There for a while they did have a few here and there that would burn all the way down with no problems, but I don't remember the last one I've had that hasn't had PWS at the midpoint. And this is no exception on this one either. But right now at this point, the flames aren't too bad. But I did cotton ball it the last time I burned it, so that did help it somewhat. But they were more puny than this on the last burn. And lastly, with the throw. So the throw was actually really good at first. Like, I had it lit and it was filling up. I had it in the master bedroom and it was filling up the whole bedroom really nicely. And it was actually wafting out into my open concept living room area. I live in an apartment, but I have open concept kitchen living room. I had my pink lemon shortbread from Homeworks going in the open concept, and this was wafting out of the bedroom, and I could smell this in the living room kitchen area more than I could the pink lemon shortbread candle that was going in there. This was wafting into the other room and overtaking that other candle. That's how strong it was at first. But then at the midpoint, once the flames got kind of puny and murky and the scent changed, the throw was weaker too. It's not throwing nearly as well as it was before. Right now, the midpoint where it is right now and where the flames are, it's like it's maybe a 4 to 5. It's so much lighter than what it was at first. When it was super strong, it was like a 8.5 to 9 almost. It was so strong. I almost thought I was gonna have to put it out. You know, it was like almost too strong for the bedroom. I was gonna have to move it into the open concept. And so I did move it into the living room, and it was a little more tolerable because the throw was so strong. It was like an 8 in there, but in the bedroom it was like close to a 9. It was so strong, which I don't mind, but it was, yeah, so much stronger. But then now it just considerably has dropped in the throw. So it's like the burn was good at first, and the throw was good. Scent still wasn't as good as I would have liked, but it was decent. But now the throw has diminished so much. The burn has gotten murky and flames are lower than it was. And now the scent and the throw in it is just not near as good. It's just gotten so much worse at this halfway point. So yeah, based on that, I can't recommend this candle. Honestly, if you want a good birthday cake, go check out Homeworks birthday cake, because I love that one. It's so much better than this one for me. Alright, so thanks for watching my review of Sprinkled Birthday Cake from Bath & Body Works White Barn, and I'll talk to y'all in our next video. Bye.